This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so we have a field called employment type here. Okay, so yesterday we have written business rule. We have changed the business rule and we have not added here. Now I have added here. What is the business rule? Same thing. I have not changed anything. If you look at this condition, if employment type value is equal to management, then set pay scale area required to be true and visibility to be none. So these are the conditions. Now let's go and execute this on the any of the employee. Wipro on manager, anyone. Let's go to one of the employee. Employment type, job information. Go to history, edit, and scroll down to employment type field. Now if you see here, pay scale type, you have pay scale type, pay scale area. Where is that test field? Testing new. These are the three fields. Now I'll go maintain the value as management. When I click on management, you will see here pay scale area is now mandatory and that field testing field is missing. It is hidden now. You don't see that. Earlier it was here, it is not showing up because I have selected the option management here, employment type management. So one of the field, this field testing name field is hidden and the other field it is made mandatory. So it is now mandatory. If I don't maintain it, it will give me error message. Now this is based on some condition. If I don't add that condition, if I don't select the employment type, then pay scale area will not be a mandatory field. It is optional field. This is optional field and testing new, this field is available here. Clear? First thing. Yes? No?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Second one, we thought of looking at the maintaining the value to automatic, right? So if I go to job classification or job code, when you open job classification, now this is set as automatic. Here you have the field value as automatic. Now just go to configure object definition. Object definition and then job classification. Go to job classification. Scroll down. You see here initialize rules. On the initialize rules, we have initialize job. That means as soon as you click on job classification, it will set the value to automatic. Just goes here. If job code is equal to null, then set job classification job code to be equal to. Here they are just adding the text as automatic. It can be anything. You can maintain anything. They have added here automatic. That's why when you open the job classification field, it is setting the value to automatic here. Clear? Now if you want to have it as test, you can do that.
But when does it also mean that it will set the value automatically or like?
Now that setting of the object, that depends on the save rules what we have. Here we have set external code. Now this is on the on save. Now here it is set as automatic, and then when you save the record, then it will generate the code from this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you said that last time it is just so that the user doesn't get confused because if the field is grayed out, so they'll get confused, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of this, you go just make external code field as editable. Say read only. Done. Save. Okay, now it is read only. You go here, job classification. You see, it is automatic. This is how we should
Okay.
actually do it.
Okay.
Now, even if they not try to edit, they will not be able to do. It will
Okay.
set as automatic. When you save, this rule gets executed, and it will set the rule, set the external code.
Okay. Also, I
Can you open that
understand.
external code?
External code rule. Okay. Yes. Here. Same thing. If it is now here, the job, if job code is automatic, then set the value, format number, percentage to remove the special characters, get next value, this external code.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So in this rule, we have someone has taken automatic, right? If I take
Yeah.
in my rule also automatic, will
But you
system
should
allow
have
me?
that value. No, but if you have automatic, then only it will trigger, right?
Yeah, we have automatic means like,
No, here, see here. If I go to here, job code, what is the job code value here?
yes, it is set automatically to automatic.
Automatic. Now, if job code value is equal to automatic, then trigger this number, generate this
Yeah.
number.
So
That's
once
what we are
this automatic, yeah. Once this automatic text is there, na, like let's say that
doing.
is once this in this rule external job code rule it is used. If I am giving some other name for a different rule XYZ, can I use this automatic text?
Yes, you can. If job
Yesterday I was
code
trying.
is not equal to null. Now, instead of automatic, what I'll do, just add this. Okay, either automatic or null. So in this case, even if it is set as automatic, or if you don't have this business rule, what will it do? It will be blank. It is not automatic. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the third point? One was that business rule on the model. Second was this. And what was the third one? Okay. So we wanted to look at the rule trace.
Trace rule.
Yeah. We'll see that. Okay. Now we'll move on to a business rule where we trigger the event reason and workflows. Okay. Now we have created a couple of workflows. Okay, let's go to manage org pay. Here we go to workflow and look at WIP. So we have three workflows: Wipro manage a transfer, Wipro promotion, and then Wipro transfer. These three workflows. Now, if I go to any employee, just open employee profile. Let's see. Now, if you have to do any action on the job information or comp information, you have to go to actions, change job and comp information. You can change either job information or along with job information, if you want to add job relationship and comp information, you can also select that. Or if you want to directly change the compensation, you can also change the compensation. Let's see first job information. Now with November 1st or any date, I want to transfer this employee. Now if I go here, location, instead of Wipro Bangalore, I'll select Wipro Mumbai. Okay. Now if I save this record, I have not selected any event or event reason or workflow. System is triggering me transfer without pay change. Now this is the event reason, and there is a workflow here. If you mouse over, it is showing the transfer workflow, XFER workflow. If I go here, XFER, search for this workflow. You see, this is the workflow that is triggering. So here we have, let's see how many levels of approval you have. You have 2 levels of approval here. So first level, second level, third level, maybe some person is not available. So it is triggering this workflow, XFER. Okay. Similarly, I'll just go Wipro, Bangalore. I'll make this Bangalore. And instead of P2, I'll select P3. And if I save the pay grade now, if I save the change with the pay grade, it says promotion, no pay change. This is the event reason. Now you go here, or first see, mouse over, you have promo as the workflow. You go, just search for promo. This one. This is the workflow which is triggering. So here also we have 2 levels of approval. And then we also have event reason called promotion, promo, no pay change. This one. Okay. So this is triggering promotion, no pay change. Now I don't want these event reasons to be triggered. Now how system is triggering these promotions or the transfers? How does system know that no, it should be the event, it should be the transfer event reason, or it should be the promotion event reason, or it should be the demotion event reason? There must be a logic defined in the backend which is triggering the action. Now what should be the condition? Now I want my event reasons to be triggered. So I have created a couple of event reasons. So I want my event reasons to be triggered. So we have manager transfer, we have promotion. So we have one for only manager transfer. That means whenever there is a change in the manager, we want the event reason manager transfer to be triggered. And if it is not manager transfer, if it is anything else like location, department, or division, then I want a regular transfer to be triggered. Okay. Along with that, we'll write conditions for manager transfer. Okay. Now, earlier we used to use event reason derivation. Now here we talked about event reason derivation. So in the event reason derivation, we used to define the logics for the transactions. You see here, transaction logics. Now it is migrated to business rule. So we have to write a business rule to derive the event reasons. Along with this, workflows, we have option either workflow rules or business rules. Now in this instance, it is migrated to business rules, so we can control it through business rules. Now, if you want to write a business rule on the event reason, what should be the condition? Firstly, base object. What should be the base object? For all event reasons and workflows, blindly you can go with job information model. Okay, base object is job information model. Now, if condition, what should be if condition? What should be the if condition? First,
Location
manager
change.
transfer.
Okay, sorry,
First,
manager.
we'll go with manager.
Okay.
Manager change. How will system know if it is a there is a change in the manager field?
When the previous value is not equal to current value.
Okay. So previous manager value is not equal to current manager value. Then system understands that there is a change in the manager field. I want here then set event reason to be equal to Wipro manager transfer. Okay. Now I want this one to be triggered only for my company. Now currently, even for our employees, system is triggering some workflows or some event reason, but they are not the objects which we have created. So I want my event reason and my workflow to be triggered for my employees with company code 6600. If company is equal to 6600. Okay, this one. Now you go to configure business rule. Add new business rule. Okay, basic here. WIP 007. This says job information model. Job information model. This is event reason and workflow rule. Okay, let's continue. The first condition, manager transfer. For manager transfer, job information model, if company value is equal to, if existing value is equal to 6600. And second condition, expression and job information model, scroll down, supervisor field. Supervisor previous value is not equal to, again under user, go to supervisor current value. Previous value is not equal to current value. Then change, edit, set, event reason value to be equal to Wipro manager transfer. This one. Along with this, I want workflow to be triggered. For workflows, again, you will find it as workflow configuration or WF config. You'll find it as WF config. WF config value to be equal to, I have WIP manager transfer. This is done. This is done. Now, else if not this one, let me copy this, paste it here. Okay, company is fine. If it is change in the business unit previous value is not equal to business unit current value, and add parent or add one more expression after. Next, it can be department previous value not equal to department current value, and one more expression after. It can also be division, even if it is there is change in the division is not equal to division current value. Okay, so I will have this here, move this down. That move this to down. First department and then move this up. Department, division and business unit, and also location. Even if there is a change in the location, then it should also be a transfer. Location, current value. And even the cost center can also be considered as a transfer. Cost center previous value is not equal to, here this is not equal to, then cost center current value. We can also include company, you can also include country, any conditions can be included. So this is also fine. Now what event reason you want to have? This one, copy, paste, copy and paste. So this should be Wipro transfer, Wipro regular transfer, and this should also be irregular transfer workflow. So this is fine. Now you can also include promotion in the same event, same business rule. Else if, what should be the condition for promotion? Can somebody tell me what should be the condition?
Pay grade change.
Pay grade change.
Yeah, if the previous value is not equal to current value, and we will check the current value, it should be greater than the previous value.
How do we check greater than?
There is a function.
Function.
Yeah,
How
something.
will function know what is text? Now, if you remember, when we have created an event reason on the in the pay grade, when you have created a pay grade, we have maintained the level for each of the grades. Level is a number. System cannot identify with the text whether it is the grade is increased or not decreased. So that's why we have created pay grade level. So if level is a number, so always 3 is greater than 2, 4 is greater than 3, 5 is greater than 4. So if the level is increased, then it should be promotion. If level is decreased or previous value, now it is not like level is increased or decreased, it should be previous value is less than current value, then it is promotion. If previous value is greater than current value, then it is demotion. Okay, so now go here, pay grade. If you want to check pay grade level, expand pay grade, expand previous value. Now you'll find pay grade level. When you select pay grade level, you see here previous value of pay grade level, you have equal to, less than equal to, greater than or equal to. Previous value is less than pay grade current value, pay grade level. Okay. Along with this, if you want to consider salary change as well, you can also do that. Or say add expression afterwards. Now I want to see salary as well. Where is salary details maintained? Salary details are maintained in comp information. So every time you change the salary, your annual salary will be changed, right? So if there is a change in the salary, then I want, if the again previous salary is less than current salary, then it is promotion. Okay. Now if you have different event reasons like salary increase, salary reduction, or promotion with pay change, promotion only grade change. So if you have different event reasons created, then you can have different conditions here. Otherwise, you can include it in the same rule. If you want to check, this is job, but if you want to check comp, okay.
When your voice is breaking.
Yeah, sorry, I lost my connection. I'm back. Now, second condition, we wanted to check the compensation information. The annual, if annual salary is, previous annual salary is less than the current annual salary. Okay, so in the job information model, if you want to check the comp information, that you will find it in employment details model. Under job information model, you have employment details model. Expand employment details model. Scroll down, you'll see here comp information model. Comp information model. Under comp information model, you have annualized salary. Annualized salary, previous value is less than, again, same thing, employment details model, comp information model, annual salary, current value. Now, if you want to check any components, you can also do that. I don't want that. I'll just check the annual salary. Okay, now this is your promotion. This is promotion is done. Now, same thing, just copy this, copy, else if, I'll just paste it here. If it is greater than, if it is greater than. In this case, it should be demotion, right? Just simple change. Instead of promotion, I don't have my own demotion, so I'll just choose one of the demotion. Demotion, unsatisfactory performance. This is also, if you have demotion, okay, demotion workflow. Clear? Now, how many events did we cover? One is manager transfer. One is regular transfer, manager transfer, regular transfer, promotion, and then you have demotion as well. Okay. Clear? Yes or no?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Yes, save it. Now my business rule for event reason and workflow is saved. Let's go to manage business configuration. See more, manage business configuration. Job information. And go to job info. Now base object is job information model. On save, I have WIP 007. Save. Yes. This is saved. Okay. I'll have to go and check. Now before checking it, I would like to go and apply rule trace. Rule trace, either you can apply it on manage data and rule trace, or we also have separate transaction called business rule execution log. Both of them are same. Either you can go to business rule execution log, transaction code business rule execution log, or you go search for create new and then rule trace. So yesterday we have created a rule trace, which is Wipro. Okay, Wipro rule trace. Now here I'll just go take action. This one should be today and tomorrow, or we can also select one day, that is also fine. We can maximum select only 2 days. Today and tomorrow, tomorrow and day after, yesterday and today, like that. If you want to specifically check one particular business rule, then add the business rule. Otherwise, you can delete it. If there are any old logs, I don't want to see them. Okay, save. Now this is saved. Now let me go to this employee. Action, change job and comp information. Job information, select job information, any particular date, November 6th. Okay, now I go change location. Okay, Wipro Bangalore to Wipro Mumbai. Now you go save it. Now what is the event region that is showing up? Wipro transfer. Along with this, mouse over, you see Wipro transfer workflow is triggering. Why? Earlier, sometime back when I have initiated, it was showing the transfer no pay change request and XFER workflow was triggering. Now it is triggering the event region called Wipro transfer, and along with this, we have a workflow called Wipro transfer workflow. You mouse over, you will see here Wipro transfer workflow. Now, because in the backend we have a business rule which got executed. So if you go here to rule trace, just download the rule trace. Okay. Now if you open the rule trace, now in the backend, these many business rules got triggered. You see here rule ID, second column, you see first one is date, today, and then rule ID. This is the rule ID. This is the action, and this is the content. Okay, so how many rules got triggered? So all of these rules got triggered. When you open job information, when you executed, so these many rules got triggered. Now I want to check my business rule. I'll just go apply the filter. Just go to Wipro 007. Wipro 007, this is the action. Action begin, block begin, retrieve, compare. We have these actions. Okay. Now first line, if you see, executing this rule, WIP 007. Block begin, processing if condition. The first condition what we have, processing if condition, retrieved job information model, company value is equal to, now first it retrieved the company. And what is the company value that it got? Retrieved job information company value 6600. And I am checking this with comparing with on the screen we got 6600, and in the business rule we have comparing with 6600. Yes, this is correct. Okay, and the result is true. It moved to next condition, and it is checking now the manager previous value with current value. Okay, now it is getting no manager. There is no manager on the screen. We don't have any manager. So comparing no manager with no manager, I have not changed any manager. It is blank. So no manager with no manager. This condition is false. So it is coming out. Condition resulted false. So it is coming back, checking else if condition. Block end here. This first block is ended here. Second block began here. Else if condition. Okay. Under else if condition, again, first thing, it is checking the company. Okay. So this is fine. Company is 6600. This is true. Next, it is going and checking department. Department also, there is no change in the department. So this result is false. Next, it is going to division. This is also false. Next, it is going to business unit. This is also false. Next, it is going to location here. Location, the condition evaluated earlier, the previous location is Bangalore and current location is Mumbai. Compare Wipro Bangalore with Wipro Mumbai by operator not equal. Yes, this is true. So condition evaluated as true, and then set, it is setting the property event region value to Wipro trans, and then it is also setting the workflow to WF config value to Wipro transfer. So the rule is processed successfully here. Now other conditions, we also have other conditions like promotion and so on. So it is not going to that condition. Since the condition is passed here, it is not going to the other conditions. If the first condition is passed, like manager, if there is a change in the manager, system would have triggered the workflow and event region here itself. Now I go here, I'll just delete this. Okay, I'll go here, cancel it. I'll not change location. Supervisor is blank. I'll just go add some supervisor. When I'm changing supervisor, it says move currently assigned position below new supervisor position. Do you want to change the position? On the position, we have parent position field as well. Do you want to change that as well? Say yes, I want to change that field as well. Yes, and save it now. Now it triggers Wipro manager transfer. Along with this, mouse over, you'll see manager transfer workflow. It is manager transfer workflow. Why? Again, if you go back to rule trace, download, open the rule trace. Now check here, rule ID. Don't want all of these business rules. WAP 007. You see here. It is now only comparing the manager. So when on the initially the previous value it's showing as no manager, and the current value you have WAP 001. Compare no manager with WAP 001. That means there is a change. So condition evaluated true. So it is setting this event reason and setting the workflow. Clear?
Yeah, okay.
Any doubts here? No doubts?
Once we practice this, we will get some doubts.
So you have to practice. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, you have plenty of time. You practice all of these things. Same thing. If I go change manage, if I change now, let me execute this. Workflow participants, it is only going to one level. Now manager transfer, this one says manager transfer. Okay. And if I go here, search for manage organization pay and job structure. Workflow, Wipro workflow, manager transfer. So here we have manager source and manager target. Okay, what is manager source? It is blank. So it skipped this first step, because the first step it says role manager source, but for this employee there is no manager source. It is no manager. So it skipped the first step. And second step, it is manager target. Who is the target manager? Priya. So it is going to Priya. Okay. Now let me do one thing. Let me check what is the start date of this employee. Job information, November 1st. Okay. So change job and comp information, job information with effective November 1st. I will move this employee to Priya and say yes, save. Okay, it is going to Priya. Just confirm. This is fine. I'll trigger one more business rule for some other employee where you have manager. Lakshman. Manager. Okay, Rafi. I'll go to Rafi. Change job and comp information. Job information. Maybe from 7th. Also no manager. Why no manager? Let me go back to job information. I don't think we have manager on the job information. WAPR007. Pro 007. Okay, so here we have Wipro CEO. Let me save it. Now, if I do the action from history, it has not triggered any workflow here. You see, I've changed the workflow. I changed the manager here. Earlier it was blank. Now I added CEO. Okay, it has not triggered. If you are doing any action from history, edit button, it won't trigger any workflow. It will always trigger workflow only if you either change it through action, change job and comp information, or through pencil icon. If you click on pencil icon, because it is only on the job information, it has not given you other options like job relationship or comp information. Okay, so let me go to November 7th and change location. Okay, now save this. Wipro transfer. So we have these workflow participants. Let's go to Wipro transfer workflow and validate whom it is going to. This is regular transfer. On the regular transfer, first step we have manager source. It is going to Wipro CEO because now the supervisor field has got value of Wipro CEO. So the first step, it is going to Wipro CEO. Second step, it is manager's manager. Who is Wipro CEO's manager? So here you go search Wipro CEO. Also shows Laurent as the manager's manager. CEO's manager is Laurent. So it is going to Laurent. This is fine. Second step. Third step is a dynamic role. Now, what is this dynamic role? Let's go to dynamic role. Now, dynamic role, we have it based on location. So what is the location of this employee now? The first location is Bangalore, right? So for Bangalore, who is the approver? John Referred is the approver. So it should go to John Referred, this one. Okay. Whatever value that we have on employee record, it is Bangalore, so it is going to John Referred. Fourth step, we see here multiple people, 4 people. Fourth step, it is 4 people. It is going to all the 4 people. Now 4 people mean it is a dynamic group. So here, fourth step, it says Wipro workflow group. Okay. Now who are those? Manage workflow group. To manage workflow group. And here we have Wipro workflow group. This one. 4 people. Who are those 4 people? Jennifer, Brady, Marybeth, and Marco. Jennifer, Marybeth, Brady, and Marco. Fifth step, we have Byron here. Fifth step, we have President France. This position. We have selected the position. Now we have to go check who is there on that position. Position org chart. And search for this position. President France. So we have this person, Byron here. So it is going to this person. We have contributors because we have added some contributor. Role self, it goes to employee. After once it is initiated, it goes to this person. Say confirm. Now once you click confirm, you see here, Wipro transfer pending approval. The request is gone to manager for approval. Okay. Now it is showing as pending approval. Till the request is approved, you will see the request as Wipro transfer pending approval. Only if all of the work, all the approvals are completed, this gets updated here. Otherwise, it will show up as transfer pending approval. Now you need to be careful whether it is even if it is a future record. If I have created a future record which is after today's date, it shows up as a future pending transaction is in future. So it shows up in the same way, and this is pending approval. It went to Wipro CEO. Now Wipro CEO has to approve this request. Once he or she approves, it goes to the next level. Okay. Now, till the last step of approval, I can anytime go to this request and withdraw the request. If I want to withdraw, that means cancel the request, I can always go. Now, if I click on this request, okay, if I click on this request, it will show me withdraw. It will show me withdraw here. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I could have maintained my email ID here. So let me stop sharing once. Let me quickly go to this employee and maintain email ID. Meanwhile, any doubts?
Venu, like maintain, if we don't maintain email ID, it won't trigger or what?
No. How will system know which email ID
So
it should
that it is the same with the SAP also, like 105 info type is there. If we don't maintain the email ID, it will not accept actually. It won't trigger like that.
Yeah, same thing. Okay. Now let me share my screen. Okay. Now I'll go to view my pending request. Now, if I am the initiator or if I am the approver, I can always go to view my pending request and see what is the status of the workflow. You go to view my pending request. And then here we have 4 sections. Request waiting for my approval. If there are any requests which are waiting for my approval, which I need to approve, I will see those requests here. I will also see them on the home page, but in the view my pending request, you'll see all of these sections. Waiting for my approval. Second is my request waiting for approval. I have initiated and it is pending for approval. See, these two are pending for approval because I have initiated a manager transfer here, the regular transfer here. These are to be approved. Request still in progress that I approved. Now, I was I was one of the approver in that workflow, and I have approved the request, and it is pending with someone else. The request which I have approved and it is pending with someone else. So I will see those here. And my notifications is if there are any notifications that are triggered in last month or 3 months or 6 months, I can see here up to last 6 months. There are no notifications. So I can check the statuses, 4 statuses. Now, all the approvers, they will be getting the email as soon as the request is initiated and forwarded to that approver. And they will also be getting the notification here, okay, on the home page. Now, if I proxy as Wipro CEO, proxy now, because I don't have the credentials of Wipro CEO, I have proxy option. So I'll go as Wipro CEO. Photo, Wipro CEO, okay. Now, if I go to Wipro CEO, here, I see the approval tab here, approval card here, Rafi's approval. Okay. Now I can go approve or approve with comments. If I want to put some comments, I can put comments, or if I want to approve directly, I can go and click on approve. But before approving the request, if I want to see what all information is there, it shows up the basic information like when was this initiated, who has initiated, for whom we have initiated. So those details will show up here. But additionally, if I want to see what is this, what is changed in this record, I can click on view details. You click on view details, it shows up the workflow details like Laurent has initiated, and this is initiated for Rafi. This is for Rafi. Wipro transfer for Rafi. And what is changed? Location is changed. Because this location is changed, there is a change in the weekly hours as well. From 44, system has changed it to 45. That is also changed. Now, if you want to put some comments, you can put comments and post. When they post the comments, it goes to contributor. Put some comments here, commented by Laurent on behalf of Wipro CEO, because I've proxied as Wipro CEO. And then you have option approve, send back, update. Update means if you click on update, it opens up the job information. They can also, now Wipro CEO can also go and update the information, because on the workflow configuration, first step, we have, let me show you. It is opening up the job information. It just got stuck, I think. Maybe it is slow, or because of the permission, maybe it is not opening. Let me see. Till this opens, it won't show up this page as well. Okay, I'll just refresh this page. It's taking so long. Yeah. Now it is Wipro CEO. I don't think Wipro CEO has access to workflow. Okay, that's fine. Let me go here. Homepage. View details. Okay, so it has got option of delegate as well. You click delegate. That means if Wipro CEO doesn't want to approve and move it to someone else, they can also add here. Just choose the person and say send. It goes to that person. Okay, now let me take a screenshot of this workflow, and because I need to proxy as all of these people, so just new. Okay, so after Wipro CEO, I should proxy as, sorry, I have to become self to approve that. So let me approve this. Now this is approved. Once this is approved, it goes to Laurent for approval. Now this approval is moved from the home page. It is with Laurent. You become self, because my login is Laurent. So on the Laurent's page, you'll see the approval. See the approval. I go to view details. Because I have initiated this workflow, I will see here withdraw also. I'll see update. See delegate, send back, approve. Okay, so let me approve. The third step, it goes to John referred. So I'll go here, proxy as John referred. Here we have approval. Yes, approve from here. You can directly approve from here as well. Next approval, it goes to either one of these person can log in, Jennifer or Mary Beth Roberts. I will log in as Mary Beth. Okay, just proxy as Mary Beth Roberts. Now let me go check the request. Instead of approving, let me go and check. Now Mary Beth can see who has processed this. Okay, initiated, commented, approved by this person, approved by this person, then approved by this person. Now he has got only these two, approve, send back, and delegate. There is no update button. I'll show you the configuration why it is, because we have selected there edit with route change, edit with change, edit without route change, edit attachment only, and no edit. If you don't have any edit option, then you will not see that update button here. Okay, so next level of approval is this person. I'll just copy this. So see here, Mary Beth is here and say approve. And now proxy as the final approver. Okay. And here the final approval. Just go approve. Now let me become self and go to Rafi's profile. Go to Rafi here. Rafi, yes. If I look at job information, here we have November 7th record, which is the transfer record. After hiring, we have location transfer, Wipro Bangalore to Mumbai, and then standard weekly hours are also changed. Earlier it was 44, now it is 45. And you can see the approval history. Who has processed it, when was it approved, who has approved. You'll see all of this history on the employee record. Clear? Now, if I go to manage work, organization, pay, and job structure. Here, the workflow is Wipro transfer workflow, right? So they have option edit with route change. That's why they have the update button here. Respect permission, no, it should show up there. Edit with route change, no edit, no edit, no edit. For these people, you don't have no edit. That's why the update button is not showing up. And we have delegate button, yes. So it is showing up the delegate button. And I must have received all the emails. Those emails I will show you on the Monday session. You see here, Byron Hyatt, Mary Beth Roberts, John referred, Laurent, Wipro CEO. Okay, so all of these emails got triggered now. Clear? These emails. Byron, Mary Beth, John referred, Laurent, Wipro CEO. So what are these emails? Now, what is the content that we have? That we'll see in Monday's session. Okay. Any doubts?
So this emails triggered, na, way to maintain this SMTP connection and
I'll tell you that on Monday.
okay.
Venu, also there is some 4I principle or something like that, right? For approval.
Yeah. If you are the initiator, you are the approval, then no, do you want to trigger the approval or not? For
Okay,
you only.
so it has different kind of setting, or how to configure that?
Now you have that option somewhere here, company system logo settings
Okay.
or platform feature setting. They're one of these places.
Because in this case, you were the initiator, and it went to you also. So if we apply 4I principle, it will not go to you for approval because you are
Yes.
the one who is initiating.
I think it is in platform feature settings. Enforce 4I principle on workflow setup approval. This one.
Okay, so
Selecting this
just
option ensures that the workflow initiator cannot be approver for their own workflow request.
okay, so we just need to check it, and it will work.
Check this, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and
If
when
if
you
we
edit
don't
with,
check it,
Now we have not, because I have received. I've logged in as Laurent. I have received the email. I have received the approval. I have initiated and I have approved.
but you have approved as a proxy, right?
No, proxy as the approver, but in one of the step, Laurent himself was the approver. Second step,
Okay. Okay.
Laurent
Okay.
was initiator also. Laurent was approver also.
Mm-hmm.
when you edit with root change and without root change. So in with root change,
Hmm.
approver can send it back to initiator, or he can send it to some other
If
person
you
also.
if you have alternate workflow, okay,
Okay.
on the workflow configuration you have alternate workflow, right? If you want
Yeah.
to have a different route, you can send the use a different workflow there.
Okay. So approver can choose a different workflow. It will allow
Yes.
him. Okay.
Yeah. Let's say you have two workflows. One is the, for transfer you have triggered one workflow, but on the workflow configuration you have workflow 2 as well as the alternate workflow.
Hmm.
Now, when the request goes to the approver, if approvers want to change some other data and change the workflow.
Okay.
Okay.
So like where you were showing us update
Yeah.
button, and then
Hmm.
so it will appear there only,
Yes.
or
Update button. When you click on update, it takes you to job information.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
So in job information, so what will we do on in the job information?
Again, change
Update something.
instead of changing the location. If you want to change something else, you can also change. If you
Okay.
have
Along.
option of changing the data. If it is edit with route change, you can change the data. Edit without route change also, you can change the data. Edit attachment only if the request has got attachment, then you can only change the attachment. You'll not be
But
able to update the data.
it will not. Approver cannot send it back to the initiator. It does not
Mm.
mean that, right?
No.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll stop it here. We'll connect back on Monday. We'll see some other parts of the workflow, like how to change the workflow, where to change the notifications, how to trigger the notification. Those things we'll see on Monday's session.
And we know some
Okay.
event types also remaining.
Event types, you have seen the initialize rules, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
On in it.
On init. On
So
init
we
is
yeah.
initialize rule.
Yeah. So somebody was telling me that on in it basically used on uh, in hiring. So I didn't
No,
understand that.
no, it is not always on the hiring. It can be any time you open the record. If you want that,
Yeah.
if you want a business rule to be triggered, that is on init, on initiation. Not, it need not to be the hiring.
So can we set up some business rule on the hiring template to update some field through business rules?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so can we see that in the next class?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Have a great weekend. Take some
Thank you, sir.
time off and now also practice a lot.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you, Al. Bye. Bye.
Bye.